these cold winter mornings, it's nice to have something a little hearty for breakfast. So today I'm going to be making pancakes.
Well, I've got all the ingredients laid out. I've got my real Wisconsin butter from the Mennonites wrapped in plain wax paper. I've got my real Wisconsin maple syrup, that's important. Then I got my favorite brand of pancake mix. Of course, I've got a measuring cup and going to have some hot apple cider to drink. And of course, I need my vegetable spray and plates and stuff, and of course my frying pan and spatula.
I'm wondering how I'm going to mix all this stuff together. What I have is this. It's originally designed for making protein shakes, but it works really good for mixing up pancake batter. Just have to remove the top, remove the mixing ball, and I just have to add 1 cup of water. I want to make sure the measuring cup is dry, because I'm going to add in 2 cups of pancake mix. Or thereabouts. I don't have to be actually perfect on this. And yeah, it can be a little messy. Now, the kitchen laws say that you always start with your dry ingredients first. Well, I start with my wet ingredients first for a very good reason. Because if I put my pancake mix in first and then the water, it won't mix very well at the bottom, and I'll have to deal with cleaning all that nonsense up. So, just put this little spring mixer ball in it and close this all up. And clean up this mess. Then all I need to do is start shaking this up really good for, about a minute. And that should be it. Open up the top, there's a little bit of air release. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Convenient pour spout. Next thing we need to do is to prepare our pan for making the pancakes. Want to get some spray oil. I get the canola. Get a good spray there. And then we want to get the pan hot. Now I want to set the temperature about half flame for 2 reasons. First of all, this is a ceramic pan, and ceramic doesn't like high heat. Of course, I don't do a lot of high heat cooking anyway. Second of all, if I cook the pancakes too high, it's going to bake the outside of the pancake and leave the center kind of gooey. So you want to do pancakes slow. Well, the oil is hot because it's no longer a nice smooth surface on there. So just add our pancake batter, making sure that we stop When it gets to be roughly half the diameter of the pan, the interior of the pan. That way it'll continue separating a little bit, not too much. Spreading out, that is. Now you may want to wonder, when is the best time to turn the pancake? Well, of course you want to see the bubbling on the top, but you also want to look around the outside edge. And when it looks kind of dry and non-shiny, that's when you want to turn the pancake. Make sure you'll see it's a nice golden brown there, not burned. The other thing is, when do you know when to remove it? Because you really can't see any signs that it's done or anything. Well, that's where experience comes into play. It's only about a minute or so. And we got a nice pancake. Now what I like to do is I like to take my butter here. It's Mennonite butter. It's from Wisconsin. And slice off a bit. That's the thing about butter in the winter. It doesn't become spreadable at all, even if you set it out all day. Put it on a pancake, it melts good enough. And then we just a little more spraying, and another bit of batter. That's about a 6-inch pancake. And we just repeat the process. Then we check, make sure that it's relatively dry on the outside. It can be liquid on the inside, that's okay. Flip it as best as we can. Now at this point, when I turn that around, I like to layer my pancakes. The butter is melted, nice, sweet, creamy Mennonite batter. Then I like to top it with some genuine Wisconsin maple syrup. This came from Chippewa Falls. And it's good because when you hold it up to light, it's got a red tinge to it instead of a yellow tinge like the artificial stuff. So I just pour a little bit in here. Not much, just enough to know that it's there. And it doesn't take too long for the other side to cook. And if the batter is a little too thick, you just add a little bit of water. Put that on there. Put a little bit more Mennonite butter on it from Wisconsin. This stuff has a really sweet taste, both eating and aftertaste. Definitely recommend it. And we'll just continue on. This makes about 4 pancakes, which is plenty for one person. Now you don't have to worry about whether the pancakes are absolutely perfect. After all, it's just you eating. You're not a professional here. So I just got some sausage links and a nice hot cup of apple cider. But one thing, you should get a really good pancake mix. The inexpensive ones tend to lack flavor. And the expensive ones, well, they've got lots of flavor, but they don't really cook up very thick. They are essentially flat as a pancake. And if you overcook them, they tend to get really tough. It doesn't take much to overcook those. So I chose a nice middle range brand, the Krusties. I also like the Hungry Jack. It gets the same response, same quality, at a slightly lower cost. Although the Krusties has a little bit more flavor. So that's it. When you want to make some pancakes this winter and warm yourself up, try it. Not that difficult.